45 to the 50, near sideline 40. Push race all the way.
Grabs it to the 33. Starts inside, breaks it to the near side 45, back up to the 50. He's back down to the 40, breaks another tackle, down to the 30, into the field, out to the far side 25, 10, 5, touchdown, Washington Redskins. 62 yards for Brian Mitchell. Mitchell made that happen by running through traffic on 3 different occasions and making the play.
This is Mitchell. Broke the tackle. And here's it from the crowd. Brian Mitchell, 5th-round draft pick out of Southwest Louisiana. He was featured more in practice during the course of the week, and it was expected that he would see more activity.
He runs right out of the arms of Hugh Green. Watch this, 55 is Green is right there. He didn't lock his arms around.
What's interesting about Brian Mitchell is that he never returned a kick till he got to the National Football League.
So that's what I plan on doing, returning everything.
He taught himself how to become a kick returner.
The first time he stepped on an NFL field, our number 2 return ace proved to be a quick study.
Jim Arnold will kick it away to Brian Mitchell. He fields at the 31. He reaches the 40.
Good punt returners, they don't waste any time. You don't see guys dancing around east to west. It was Tracy Hayworth, number 99, who missed the tackle, had a clear shot at Brian Mitchell, but he ran right through it.
Each year, the Redskins find new ways to surprise opponents. And in '92, the king of clandestine acts was the team's most versatile player, Brian Mitchell. Mitchell returned kickoffs and punts, led the special teams in tackles, carried the ball out of the backfield, served as a pass catcher, and even played a little quarterback. But his primary duty was returning kicks, and against New York, he scored the Redskins' only touchdown.
Mitchell's going to get a return from the 14 out to the 20, 25, up the middle 30, breaks it to the 35, back to the 40. He's gone. There he goes to the 35, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Washington Redskins as he swan dives into the end.
Mitchell starred whenever he touched the ball. He demonstrated incredible versatility to finish as both the Redskins' second leading rusher and 4th leading receiver.
Schuler to pass, blitz is on, dumps it over the middle to Mitchell, breaks it at the 40. Far side 30, cuts up the middle to seam the 20, the 15 to the 10. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Signed to a new contract, he's primed for more RFK records.
Do it at a high level on a consistent basis. That's why I think Brian Mitchell deserves a high spot on the list.
You're a hell of a player, man.
All-purpose player Brian Mitchell definitely deserves a round of applause for his efforts in 1995. Brian led the league, gaining 6.5 yards per carry, and his numerous big plays proved invaluable to the team. The NFL's best return man to make his presence felt.
Back to the far side 35, breaks it to the corner 40. He's out to midfield, only the punter in his way. Got a block from Carter.
In 1996, Mitchell joined Jim Brown and Gale Sayers as the only players to lead the NFL in total yards for 3 consecutive seasons.
Whoa!
What a great play.
What a play!
To Brian, there you go, Brian.
And the Redskins, could they pull an upset? 3-0 Broncos early. Brian Mitchell, sweep around right end, and look at him go. He could go all the way. 7-3 Skins, Tom.
Yeah, this is very similar to the old option play in college. Brian Mitchell acting as the quarterback after he gets the handoff. You see Steve Atwater spot shadow coming up. He ducks out to the pitch man right there. He had to make a choice of one of the two. Bad choice right there.
They handed it up back. It's Brian Mitchell sweeping to the near side 30, 25 point. He's got 10, 5, muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. And once again, bravo, Brian Mitchell.
The ball right out of his hands, and the Redskins recovered it. Brian Mitchell.
And
The second half is underway, and Brian Mitchell returning from the goal line for the Redskins. And Mitchell gets into the open field, and Gramatica misses a tackle, and Mitchell still going downfield, and another miss, and Mitchell will go in for the touchdown.
Brian Mitchell is the deep back. He'll get the call, cuts it up through the middle. The 5 fights his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Brian Mitchell, is he something?
Brian Mitchell's touchdown and 209 total yards had Washington on its way to a win.
And Brian Mitchell is inside the 5. Brian Mitchell is in for the touchdown. And Merriweather, 57. Watch him to the right. He's going to be the only Viking with a clean shot, and he falls off Brian Mitchell. Well blocked, an offensive play as you will ever see. Brilliant execution by the Redskins.
Here's a famous counter trade. Guard and tackle pull. 49ers wanted to squeeze that, make it bounce out.
And, you know, you wish Brian Mitchell could be on a team which maybe is going to the playoffs and he could make a difference, because look at this play. Brian Mitchell could go all the way. And Tommy, at the 15, he's carrying Jimmy Spencer, who is not for hire. 14-6.
Brian Mitchell changed the course of the game.
Third return. He's at the 5, out to the far side 10, the 15 to the 20, back to the 25. See him at the 30, 35, 40. He's out to the 45, 50, breaks loose. He's at the 40. One man stopped him, and it was the guy.
MP, first quarter no score. Brian Mitchell tells his blockers where to go, and then tells the Cards where to go. Mitchell is gone for 63 yards and the touchdown, and it's 7-0 Redskins.
Ball will bounce to the 50. He grabs it to the 41. He's immediately back to the 50, 45 to 40. Cuts it to the near side, 35. All he needs is a block. He's coming to the near side, 25. Got the block. He's at the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
Well, Brian Mitchell is having some kind of year, isn't he?
First and 10 at the 17. Now this is Mitchell. To about the 37, knocked out of bounds by Carrier, but a pickup of 21 yards by the Redskins' Brian Mitchell.
Remember Brian Mitchell, he's the guy that came in and had to play quarterback in that Monday night game against the Eagles, but he makes a nice move, bounce to the outside, and then turn the speed on going up the field.
Rutledge tried to continue with his magic in Philadelphia, but vicious hits sent him and Stan Humphries to the sidelines, forcing running back Brian Mitchell to be a passer. The Redskins were roughed up and pushed around by the Eagles in a 28-14 loss that would be remembered into January.
Fourth down at the 44-yard line. Oh, that is a fake, and it is Brian Mitchell inside the 40, inside the 30.
Fake one here.
You know, they could give him a direct snap. It looks like he's right behind the center. They did. He's going to run it. I could see it from here. He was lined up right behind the center, 5 yards. It was a shotgun snap.
Holy cow, that was really gambling right there.
Well,
and it worked.
Is there any doubt that they came here to win today?
Everything was set up for it, and it works. Well executed. Brian Mitchell, why not?
And here is Mitchell at the 45-yard line, and he throws to Desmond Howard. Here goes Howard. He's going to score.
Here we go. There's the kick.
I'm talking about
It's
on the
short.
return.
It'll be Brian Mitchell near side. He'll grab the ball at the 45. Throws it across to Desmond Howard. He's the far side 50. He scoots to the 40. Uh-oh, watch out to the far side 20, 15, 10, cuts back. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Oh, was that fun? The rookie's first touchdown on a 55-yard return.
Second down, 15 yards for a first. Rippon back to throw. Gets the ball up the middle to Brian Mitchell. First down. He's down to about the 14, wrestled down by Eric Davis.
Brian Mitchell comes out of the backfield. He starts out from the left-hand side. He's going to come into the middle right there. They're just running that pattern against Romanowski. Bill Romanowski had to cover a man-to-man. I tell you, Mitchell is one of those guys who's good in the open field. He's a good punt returner and a good pass receiver. And then, of course, after he gets the ball, he's a good runner.
Yardaki's kick comes down to Brian Mitchell, and Mitchell, a dangerous return man, is out to the 40, the 43. Brian Mitchell, he led all NFL players a year ago in all-purpose yards, 42 on the return.
They're 80, coming in at 7-4, but they watch Brian Mitchell, one of the best in the game, and he has one man to beat. Leo Araguz saves the day, 57 yards.
Lee Johnson kicking, and Brian Mitchell goes back deep. This is the first punt of the game by the Bengals. And a beauty. Mitchell back to his 35. Brian Mitchell has the kicker to beat. He'll go all the way. No flags. Touchdown, Redskins. 66 yards. The second punt return for a touchdown by Brian Mitchell. Special teams comes through again for the Redskins. He has the lead mark of 69 already.
Brian Mitchell cuts it back up to the 40, to the 45, midfield, 50, to the 40, to the 35, the 30. He's gone. Goodbye. The 5. Touchdown, Washington Redskins. Does it every week. Unbelievable.
But they watched as the second half kickoff Brian Mitchell. We've seen this before. Maybe we haven't. Not on a kick return. Norm Johnson tries, but he could go all the way. 97 yards, and the Skins very suddenly have taken the 10-7 lead. 7th career touchdown on returns for Mitchell. But the Eagles special teams let him down. But basically, Brian Mitchell is about as good as there is in football. ESPN's Tommy Hutton missed the tackle there.
Specialist Brian Mitchell, who showcased his many talents in last season's playoffs, should see more playing time alongside Biner.
Brian Mitchell, probably one of the most versatile, best athletes we have on our team. Definitely has running ability, and he can do just about anything, and his role is definitely going to be expanded.
Enabled this team to be so successful lives on. In 1994, the Redskins intend to prove to their fans and the rest of the league that their winning tradition continues. Got it from Brian Mitchell.
Mitchell grabs it at the 23. He's back out to the 30, far side. Got the corner at the 40. Bye-bye. Down the stretch he goes to the 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown with a swan dive into the end zone. Washington Redskins.
Well, tied at 14. Brian Mitchell takes the punt and looks for the seam. He's one of the best at this. How good is he? He's good enough to go all the way. 78 yards. Mitchell, 2,465 all-purpose yards.
But it is his skill as a return man that makes Brian Mitchell so valuable. Mitchell's returns are what netted him a place in the Pro Bowl, and he became the NFL's all-purpose yardage leader for consecutive years. Only the second player in history to gain 2,300 yards twice in a career.
Along with Brian Mitchell. Bars kickoff. High to Mitchell. At the 8. A little running room. Well, a 36-yard return puts the Redskins in good shape. This is football. This is what it's all about.
Return man and running back Brian Mitchell may have been the greatest individual performer, setting no less than 6 team records and recording the second highest total of combined yards in NFL history. In the Week 2 win at New Orleans, Mitchell was named NFC Special Teams Player of the Week for a performance that included an 86-yard kickoff return and this sensational effort.
Catches the ball at the 27, out to the 30, 35, right side 40, got a little seam to the 45, 50, spurt to the 40, cuts back, he's gone. Touchdown, Washington Redskins as he stops, turns, and backs into the end zone. And it's a returnable kick, and it'll be Mitchell at the 7-yard line. Brian Mitchell looking to break one.
Did not. And here's Mitchell.
Whoa! Punch, watch Eugene Seal come in here in the play. Mitchell goes up, then down on his head.
Sends it down to the 17-yard line. And this is Brian Mitchell. Mitchell across the 50. And Mitchell is brought down from behind at the 28-yard line.
Mitchell a gifted return man, a very valuable part of this Washington Redskin team, and you saw why there. A little step now, back to the inside, spots the gap, kicks it into another gear, gets away from the punter.
And Brian Mitchell executing the fake punt, going into the end zone, picking up with Ricky Irvin's hurt, and the Skins have scored 17 unanswered.
Ray Rhodes, you pointed out on game day, Tom, the Eagles special teams horrible. Brian Mitchell excellent. Look at him go. 59 yards, the only man that has a shot. ESPN's Tommy Hutt, the punter, number 4. He's not going to get him. 10-7, the Redskins.
Mitchell's going to have a chance to return this at the 32-yard line with a head of steam. Brian Mitchell is stopped at the 42-yard line of the Cincinnati Bengals. It'll be good field position for the Redskins, however. 26 yards that time for Mitchell, who leads the NFL in punt return.
One of the better return men at the 30 of Washington. Comes down at the 28. Well, he is aggressive on his return. One man to beat the punter, Gardocki. He won't get in the way. And it's Brian Mitchell finally knocked out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
The face mask penalty against the Colts. And you know the thing about him that makes him so good is he explodes to the hole. There's no hesitation with Mitchell. Once he gets the ball, he knows where the blocking is.
Repertoire of evasive moves necessary for any success in the nation's capital.
He's down to the 40, going all the way. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
The Oilers and the Redskins tied at 3. The return by Brian Mitchell. So Brian hears it from the crowd.
Third quarter, Skins down 17-7. Gus Farrat looking for Brian Mitchell. Yep. Swing pass.
And swing kickoff. Nobody has worse special teams than the Philadelphia Eagles. Not that Brian Mitchell hasn't burned many teams, but Tom, it's clobbered him for several years.
The entire year this year, this has been a problem for Ray Rhodes, and he knows it's something he has to shore up.
Yeah, they really rushed out. I don't know what to say about that. Mark Logan looks as if he has the first down. Took that, it's Brian Mitchell in. He gets a rare call, and Mitchell has already contributed with that punt return. 12 on third down.
Well, this big offensive line now, they're kind of wearing them down. They're just pushing them off the line of scrimmage. That is just a beautiful hole right up the middle. Mitchell picks up the first.
Mike Saxon to kick. Joe Johnson is back. 41-yard kick. And it's Brian Mitchell running it out of bounds at the 42-yard line.
Brian Mitchell awaits the punt. When it finally comes down in the dome, takes a quick step, and he is gone 74 yards, putting Washington up top 14-3. Go on with your bad self. Jim Moore not happy about this at all. Second half kickoff, it's Mitchell again. He's feeling it. Goes up the left side this time. Only one man to beat, Tyrone Hughes. Oh, you know he's going to get him down this time. But an 86-yard return.
You got to do it. Get him on the field.
In the NFL's 75 seasons, few teams have done it with as much success as the Washington Redskins. 4 Super Bowl appearances in 9 seasons, 3 titles. In 1994, Norv Turner, Heath Schuler and company.
You know the thing about him that makes him so good is he explodes to the hole. There's no hesitation with Mitchell. Once he gets the ball, he knows where the blocking is to go up the middle.
Braves on the warpath, fight for ODC.
He may not have had those amazing seasons like Dante Hall, but he kept being one of the top return men in the league year after year after year.